My brother is probably dead, and I wouldn't even know it. That's what 45 years of silence gets you. 45 years over something so monumentally stupid that I can't even remember what it was. Money, maybe, or our mother's house. Or something one of us said at Thanksgiving that the other took wrong. The details dissolved like salt in water decades ago. All that's left is this ocean of regret I'm drowning in. I'm 87 years old now. My name is Thomas Miller. My brother David is 83, if he's still breathing. We haven't spoken since December 1980. I can see that last conversation like it happened this morning. We were standing in my driveway. It was cold. I could see his breath hanging in the air between us. We were yelling, really yelling about something that felt earth-shatteringly important at the time. I said something designed to wound him. He said something worse back, and then I delivered the killing blow. I don't even remember the words, but I remember the intention behind them. I wanted to hurt him as badly as he'd hurt me. He looked at me, and I watched something break in his eyes, something that didn't heal. He said, "If that's how you feel, then we're done." And I, standing there burning with righteous fury, absolutely convinced I was the wronged party, I said, "Fine, we're done." He got in his car, he drove away. I went inside, still seething, still certain he would call in a few days to apologize. He never called, and I never called him, because I was waiting for him to be the bigger person, waiting for him to admit he was wrong, waiting for an apology I thought I deserved. And he, I imagine, was doing exactly the same thing. Two stubborn men, both waiting for the other to blink first. Both so committed to being right that we forgot to ask ourselves if being right was worth losing each other. Days became weeks, weeks became months, the gap widened, and at some point, I can't tell you exactly when, the silence became permanent. It became this immovable thing between us, heavy, solid, impossible to cross. My wife tried for years to fix it. "Tom," she would say, her voice gentle but insistent, "he's your brother. Life is too short. Pick up the phone." And every single time I would say the same thing. "He knows where I live. If he wants to talk, he can call me." Pride is a prison. I've been serving a 45-year sentence for a crime I can't even name. Here's what keeps me awake now, at 87, when the house is dark and quiet and I'm lying there counting down the days I have left. I think about the time David taught me to ride a bike. I was 7, he was 11. He ran beside me for 3 straight hours in the brutal summer heat, holding the back of my seat, refusing to let go until he was sure I wouldn't fall. When I finally found my balance and looked back, he was doubled over, hands on his knees, drenched in sweat, but he was grinning. So proud of me, like my success was his success. I think about our father's funeral. I was 34 years old and I cried like a child, and David held me, just held me. Didn't say anything stupid or try to fix it. Just stood there and let me fall apart in his arms. I think about his wedding. I was his best man. I gave a toast. I said he was the best man I knew. I meant every word. And then I think about everything after 1980. The 45 years when his kids grew up and I never met them. When he went through God knows what struggles and triumphs and ordinary Tuesdays, and I wasn't there. When I went through my own darkness, my wife's cancer, my son's divorce, the slow betrayal of my aging body, and he wasn't there either. 45 years of parallel lives that should have intersected. 45 years of family gatherings where his absence was this gaping wound everyone pretended not to see. 45 years of stubbornness masquerading as principle. And here's the part that will make you understand just how completely I've wasted this. I can't remember what principle I thought I was defending. Was it about money? Whatever it was, it's gone now. Spent or saved or irrelevant. Was it about the house? It was sold 30 years ago. Was it about respect? Whose? For what? I traded my brother for something I can't even name anymore. Last year, my daughter was helping me clean out the attic. She found a box of old photographs. She pulled out this picture from 1975. David and me standing in front of a lake, both holding fishing rods, both grinning like complete idiots. We'd spent that whole weekend together, just the two of us, talking about everything and nothing, laughing until our ribs ached. I looked at that photograph at those two young men who had no idea they only had 5 more years of brotherhood left, and I started crying. Just broke down right there in the attic, surrounded by boxes of forgotten things. My daughter put her hand on my shoulder. Dad, it's not too late. You could still call him. And here's where I'm going to tell you the most pathetic thing about me. I didn't call. Even after that moment, even after seeing so clearly what I'd lost, I still didn't pick up the phone. Why? Because I'm a coward. Because I'm terrified he won't answer, or worse, that he will answer and won't want to talk. Because I'm afraid of being vulnerable after 45 years of being right. Because it's easier to live with the silence than to risk rejection. So I've let another year pass, and now I'm 87 and he's 83, and we're both circling the drain. One of us is going to die soon, maybe both of us. And whoever goes first will rob the other of any chance at reconciliation. Do you understand what I'm telling you? This isn't a story about some dramatic betrayal. This isn't abuse or cruelty or something unforgivable. This is a story about two people who loved each other, letting something small become insurmountable. This is a story about how easy it is to destroy a relationship by doing absolutely nothing. You think cutting someone off requires a big decision. It doesn't. It just requires inertia. It just requires both people waiting for the other to move first. It just requires time. I see it everywhere now. People not speaking to their parents over politics, siblings divided over inheritance disputes, friends who drifted apart over some forgotten slight. And everyone is so certain they're right. Everyone is so committed to their position. Everyone is waiting for the other person to apologize first. And I want to grab every single one of them and say, it doesn't matter who was right. It doesn't matter who started it. It doesn't matter who owes whom an apology. None of that matters when you're standing at a funeral wishing you had one more conversation. My brother and I have missed 45 years of life together, 45 Christmases, 45 birthdays, thousands of ordinary days we could have spent together. And for what? For pride? For the satisfaction of being right about something I can't even remember? What a waste. What a stupid, tragic, unnecessary waste. If David died tomorrow, I wouldn't even know until someone told me. Days later, maybe. Weeks, I wouldn't be at his funeral. I probably wouldn't even be invited. And I would spend whatever time I have left drowning in this regret. Or maybe I'll die first. Maybe he'll get the call. Maybe he'll have to decide whether to come to my funeral. And if he does come, he'll stand there looking at my casket thinking exactly what I'm thinking now. We wasted so much time. Here's what I should have done in 1981, or 1985, or 1990, or any of the 1,000 other moments when I could have picked up the phone. I should have called. I should have said, David, I don't even remember what we were fighting about anymore, but I remember that you taught me to ride a bike. I remember that you held me when Dad died. I remember that you're my brother, and that matters more than being right. I'm sorry. Can we start over? That's it. 30 seconds of vulnerability. 30 seconds of putting relationship above ego. That's all it would have taken. But I didn't. And now I'm 87 years old, running out of time, still carrying this silence like it's something to be proud of. Don't be me. Don't waste decades on pride. Don't let stubbornness steal your relationships. Don't wait for the other person to be brave first. If there's someone you're not speaking to right now, a parent, a sibling, a friend, a child, and the reason isn't abuse or danger or something genuinely unforgivable, call them. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now, today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for them to make the first move. Don't wait until you're ready. Just call. Say you're sorry. Even if you don't think you were entirely wrong, even if they were worse, even if it feels unfair, say it anyway. Because being right is cold comfort when you're standing alone at someone's funeral. I'm 87 years old. I've wasted 45 years of brotherhood over something I can't even name, and I'm almost out of time to fix it. You still have time. Use it. If this story made you think about your own relationships, about the silences you're carrying, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. These are the conversations that matter. These are the truths we need to hear before it's too late.